Hello and welcome back. Today we are taking a look at Super Shadow from Sonic the Hedgehog 3 from the toy line. It's from Jakks Pacific. I've been waiting for this figure a while. As you can see here, I have the other main characters from the film. I absolutely love these figures, and I think the attention to detail and the articulation that Jakks have put into this is amazing. If you watched my top 10 video for 2024, you would have seen that these were definitely included in that, just due to their articulation. So given that I've just picked up Super Shadow, I thought I'd take a look at them. It's in a blister box packaging, quite a large blister box. These are very large, bulky figures. You can see Super Shadow on display. Super Shadow down there on the label. Underneath is legal barcodes, etc. On the back of the box or the packaging, you can see profiles of our heroes and Shadow in the background. Back gives a bio, product shot, summary that it comes with 22 points of articulation, and the 3 other figures in this wave. So we get another Sonic, which I believe comes with a Chaos Crystal, Knuckles, which comes with fiery fists, and a Gerald Robotnik. I believe these two are essentially reissues, just with different face molds and accessories. Otherwise, they're identical to the previous releases. And then you have Gerald Robotnik, which I believe is a new figure. I don't currently intend to get the Robotniks. I'm just interested in the main heroes from the line. But anyway, let's get this opened up and take a look. So here we have them in the packaging. Annoyingly, it has some plastic ties on the hand, so you're just going to need some clippers. I absolutely hate these things. I don't even know how essential they actually are to hold a figure in. Oh, there we go. And here we have Super Shadow out of the packaging. You can see he's done in a yellowy cream colour to represent him going into that super mode. We get the red stripes on his quills or spikes, and we get paint apps on the back, 2 spikes, and back of his arms. These are just a plain yellow. I don't know if that's accurate to the film or not, but that's the current setup. You can get a little tail down there, which is not movable. It's got quite a serious face. It's essentially the same. Yeah, I believe it's the exact same figure as the original Shadow figure release, which we have here. It's just a different paint app, so it's exact same, just a bit different paint app. But it's still a nice looking figure. Articulation wise, there is a lot of articulation in these figures. These are, 100% children's toys. They're not aimed at collectors. They're not highly, they're £15 figures. But what you get in terms of articulation and things like that is amazing, especially for Jack specific. And I don't want to talk down to the company. You know, they do some really good products, but when you can compare them with the likes of Hasbro or Mattel, you know, Jack's are very squarely in that child orientated market with very little for aimed squarely at the collector. But these are amazing figures nonetheless. You get a ball joint at the head, and you can see full range of movement there, up, down. The arms are on a butterfly joint, a hinged ball joint, bicep swivel, ball jointed elbows, swivel at the wrist with rotation, opening clasping fingers, waist swivel, ball joint, so you can get a range of movement there, ball joint and swivel at the leg, swivel at the calf, ball jointed swivel at the knee. You don't get a boot cut, but you do get a ball joint and swivel at the foot. So we're getting, you know, 22 points of articulation, which is on par with a Marvel Legends character. These are obviously smaller than in terms of height than a Marvel Legends, but they are chunkier. They have a nice reasonable level of detail, and the molding throughout is fantastic. You know, you get the full set of the quills. The eyes are painted, and then you get a clear piece of plastic over them, so they give them a more lifelike effect. You don't get any accessories with them typically, though some of the newer ones have some minor accessory pieces. But yeah, given that these are kids toys, they are fantastic. Part of me feels the £15 is maybe a little too pricey, given you don't get accessories, but given their level of articulation, I believe it's a reasonable trade-off. So there we have Super Shadow, which completes my hero collection, which I'm really happy with. You can see here in the previous waves we've gotten Tails, who's got the exact same articulation as Shadow, except his tail has hinged joints as well, and he's got such a happy little face. Supersonic and regular Sonic. The only thing with regular Sonic is there's for £20 you can get electronic ones which light up. You can see here Jax have sort of cheaped out a bit and used the exact same mold and plastic for the light up ones, where the clear plastic is, but there's just no button or electronics there. We get Knuckles, who is really heavy. Articulation remains the same. The only problem is because of his quills, you can't actually really turn his head. We briefly saw Shadow, which is the same mold as our Super Shadow. But yeah, they are amazing figures. I don't have a tape measure, but they're about 4-5 inches. In comparison, this is the height and size of the video game versions of Sonic characters. They're priced at about £11, and they have a much smaller build and less articulation. You just get the head, the arms, the hands swivels, and knees and legs. There's less there, and given that you're only getting a £2-3 price difference between these are, you know, spectacular. So if you enjoyed the film and you want decent representations of the characters, definitely can't go wrong with these. If you're a parent looking for something for your younger child to play with, then these are perfect as well. They're sturdy, they're chunky, they don't feel like a brittle plastic or anything like that. They are clear, despite having the level of articulation of something like a Marvel Legends, they are still designed to be bashed around. That a young child might do. So there we have it. I'm glad to have Super Shadow into the collection. I think he looks great, and for me, this now completes the figures I wanted to get for this film. But there we have it. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon.